This is a short tutorial about one of the new special features of Planisy Insights Edition. It is called grouping. Grouping allows you to build a dynamic link across resources by grouping their allocations. They can be resources of the same resource type, such as 2 or more vehicles, or resources of different types, like a vehicle and a person, for example. So in this video, we will show you how grouping works and how it can be used. Let's start simple with 1 resource type of construction sites and 4 additional resource type of vehicles, tasks, machine, and person. We assign several of them to a construction site and then distribute them as required. So let's take a vehicle, a task, a machine, and we assign them to a construction site, plus then also to person. We have actually assigned the same person twice as the system detected, so a different person. And as you know, now we can perform on those few actions. If we select once, we can move those allocations and stretch them in time. So let's do that on several of them. And if we if we click twice on one of them, we can instead move the allocation vertically, which means that we're moving it from one construction site to another construction site. To do that, we select and drag the allocation on top of the new resource, the new construction site, and then we drop it. Now, what we can do is that we can group them. How do we group them? To group 2 or more of them, we have to do the following two. We have the following 2 options. Either we individually make a long click, which, as you can see, make it a bit darker. So we'll start grouping this allocation together with this second allocation and maybe this 4th one. So those 3 are grouped. And how do we eventually ungroup them? Is that we perform the opposite action. So we long click on them again. So the same action repeated once that they are grouped. If we long click on them, we will unselect. And now we can also group all of them. So all of the allocations which are included in one allocation summary bar. And for doing that, we just click on, we make a long click on the summary bar itself, and the 4 allocations get grouped. To ungroup them, we perform the same action again. We long click on the summary bar. It's important to see that if any of those allocations has been selected, like with 1 or 2 clicks, like this 3rd one, if we perform the group all action, so if we make a long click on the summary bar, what happens is that we are grouping all of those allocations, but the one that we had selected. So if we want to group all the allocations, or the allocations that we want to group need to be in the unselected status to perform such action. Once that we have done that, we can then do a number of actions. We can move them in time horizontally. So to do that, we have to select one of them, any of them, like this first one, and then use it to move the group. So again, we can put it back, or we could have selected another one, like this third one, for example, and then used it to move the group in the same way. We can also select, as we have done, group 4 of them, and then do a double click on any of them. So we have performed a double click on the first one, and then use it to do to move them vertically, which means that we're moving them from one construction site to another allocation, another construction site. When we do so, you remember we have to drag the allocation on top of the new construction site. And because we have selected the first one here, it's this one that we have to make sure that gets on top of the new construction site to perform the desired action. So now we've moved them from the first of the construction site to the second construction site. What can also be done is that we can delete all of those which we have grouped. As you will see in the allocation panel, now we have an option that says delete 5 allocations. To be very clear, if we ungroup one of them, now the same option says delete 4 allocations. So the 4 which are still grouped. While they are grouped, we can do additional operations. So we can take another machine and allocate the machine to the same construction site, but a bit further in time, and do that on more than one, of course, resource and resource type. And as you can see, they have been kept grouped. And what we can do is that we can also group the 3 new allocations that we have made. So now we have 4 of the first set of allocations which are being grouped, and then 3 underneath the new summary bar. And by selecting one of them, we can move the group entirely. Now, if we want to ungroup them, we will have to ungroup them in 2 steps because they belong to 2 different sets of allocations. So by making a long click on the second, we have ungrouped those, and we can perform the same operation for the second group. The first long click will add the remaining to the group, and then we can ungroup all of them. And at this point in time, each resource is back separate from the other allocation. To conclude, we can highlight that what we have been able to do is to create a dynamic link across resources for a given set of allocations. So basically, we have created a sort of hierarchical relationship across what otherwise is a flattened structure. And we have used it to perform multiple changes in one or in a couple of clicks, which of course brings an obvious gain in speed and also in the overall usability. To conclude, let me give you a simple example of how this can come handy into managing specific situations like this one that we have, which is a bit more complex than the other one. We do have a set of construction sites, and we do have a construction site where there are a number of allocations that have been performed. And as we can see, for one specific resource, the excavator, we do have a yellow bar, meaning that we have an issue related to this allocation. Now, if we move to this second view of the time board, in which we look at the machines and we look at the condition that create the violation, you can see that violation is simply due to the excavator being assigned to two construction sites at the same time. Now, if in this condition we want to move one of the allocations to in time, but together with this allocation, we have other resources that have been assigned that need to move, then we can decide selectively which of those allocations need to be moved together. So we create this link between and dynamic link across those allocations, and then we move them together. So what we have performed is that we have resolved the violation that we had on the excavator, but we have also taken into account the conditions and the relationship that such assignment has on other resources, and we have used grouping to perform the action on several resources of different types at the same time.